Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Daniel Wargo, and today I'm going to be talking about the Friends reunion. If you can't tell, I'm kind of a fan. There's a few things here, and I really love the show Friends. I have since I was in high school. I was gifted one of the DVD box sets for my birthday, freshman year of high school, the first season, and I went through it over the weekend, and basically from then on have been a massive fan of the show Friends. I've seen it, I don't know how many times through, an embarrassing amount though, like over 50 times through probably, because for years I would sleep to Friends. I would that would be my wind down show at the end of the night, like I know it is for so many other people. So I watched the reunion, and I just wanted to give kind of like a brief update on what my reaction was to it and how I felt about it. And then at the end of this episode, I'm going to play a clip from my podcast that I do with Will Gabriel. We do a live show every week, and this week we did a fun little game based on Friends trivia and stuff like that. So I'm going to play that clip at the end of this episode, but I just wanted to kind of talk about a few of my favorite parts of the show. So just fair warning before we get started. Spoilers, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Then I don't know why you would watch this if you haven't seen the Friends reunion. But if you're doing that, maybe go watch the Friends reunion and then come back. The reunion, just kind of in general, it really kind of blew my mind. I don't know, I wasn't really expecting that much. I was excited about it, but I don't know, I just I never really thought about what is this reunion gonna do? What is this reunion gonna feel like when I'm watching it? I never kind of put that into perspective, and all of the sudden, I was sitting there watching the reunion and kind of just filled with so much joy. It was very emotional in a weird way, like just connecting with these people, seeing them as themselves talk about the characters together in a way that felt very special and felt like, they had earned all this acclaim that the show had gotten. And it was kind of nice to be able to see those actors sit down and almost let all of us appreciate them and show our appreciation for what that show has meant for me and for, countless other people. So I thought everything they did just felt very special. It felt very it just felt very respectful to the show, the tone of the show, what the show was. And overall, I just loved the reunion. I felt so happy watching it. I felt so much joy, and it's that kind of joy that only comes along every once in a while. And I mean specifically when I'm watching TV. I don't know if other people are like this, but certain shows, certain storylines I find a really special connection to. And so when there's kind of a big deal type of episode, there's this excitement and this joy. Like when you get to see a movie with your favorite actor in it, or a movie you're really excited about, maybe a sequel or something. It's just that joy that doesn't come along all that often. That's what I was experiencing the whole time of watching that. And I was surprised by that because I just didn't expect it. I don't know what I was expecting, but it just really, I don't know, it surpassed my expectations. And now I'm just kind of rambling about how great the episode was. So let me talk about a few specific moments that I really loved. I did love the beginning of it where one friend kind of came onto the soundstage at a time and they were joined, and you could really see the kind of all of the memories flooding back in, but then very quickly it shifted into, oh, these people are really, really close and they're very, very happy to see one another. And all of a sudden, within a few minutes, all six of them were in there laughing, joking, and having a great time. And I thought that was just so cool to see. Another moment that I loved was the story about how Joey had kind of broken his arm. There was always kind of a question in that, because he came with a sling for an episode or two. They made a weird joke about how he fell off the bed and that's it, and then it was gone pretty quickly. And I had never heard the story about him dislocating his shoulder during that bottle episode, the one where no one's ready. and that was just such an awesome story. I'm so amazed and grateful that they had the clips so that we could see that they were able to react to it, and it was just a good story. I'm glad he's okay and all that, but it was just a fun story, and I think it makes that episode a little more special because that is one of the greatest episodes. It's so funny, it's so solid. It's just the six of them in that one room the whole time, and to know that they actually cut it up weeks apart in filming it is pretty amazing because it just doesn't feel like any time has passed or anything like that. It feels very much like a completed episode, like they could have shot it in real time almost. So I loved that story, and I think my favorite moment of the whole thing was when Lisa Kudrow went to go play Smelly Cat, and she was sitting there with the guitar, and she was kind of talking to the audience, and then she says, oh, maybe I should do this as Phoebe. And she kind of just goes like down, bows her head, and you kind of think, oh, she's going to get into the character. But then she says, okay, and she just snaps into Phoebe, and it's like, it's amazing because Phoebe's right there so quickly, and she just like, you could see how quickly she just dove right back in, and I thought that was awesome. It was my favorite moment to see the whole time. Another favorite moment of mine was when they were looking kind of at the dressing rooms and at the place they used to eat and all of that, and it was just Jen Aniston and Matt LeBlanc, and she was saying, is it smaller or something like that? And he kind of made a joke about how he's gained some weight in his time. And she kind of joked back. And it just was like this really nice moment of camaraderie and showing that they don't treat each other like celebrity, which is awesome to see. It was just kind of like this moment of realness where Jen wasn't a bigger star than Matt LeBlanc, and it doesn't really matter anyway because they're just friends and they're just people who love each other. And so that was kind of a nice moment to see. And I think, I think we all loved that story about David Schwimmer and Jen Aniston. That was crazy. I did not ever expect to hear that. I didn't know that existed at all. I don't know how other people felt about that moment, but for me, I was like, wow, it makes those scenes, especially those early Ross and Rachel scenes where there's just so much tension, so much more real, I always just thought maybe they had really, really good chemistry. For whatever reason, they just have like really, really good chemistry and they bounce and play off of each other very well. And clearly they do have that, and it goes a step further, or at least it went a step further. And, and I think that's kind of one of the lucky things about this show is that they made it so interesting to watch in the beginning. David Schwimmer and Jen Aniston. I mean, they all six of them equally made it interesting, but they really hooked us, especially in that first pilot episode when, Rachel comes in the wedding dress and Ross is like, I think Carol just moved her stuff out of the apartment and everyone's they're both in disarray, in not good places emotionally or anything. And at the end of the episode, they're alone in the apartment, everything's kind of settled and quiet, and Ross basically says like, I used to have a crush on you in high school. And Rachel kind of says, I knew that. And Ross essentially says, maybe I can ask you out on a date someday. And she says, maybe. And that's it. And that's the pilot. And that little scene is so sweet and delicate, and it hooks you. And it says, oh, I really need to see what's going to happen with these two for sure. So that was a crazy story about David Schwimmer and Jen Aniston, and it was really cool to hear. So I'm sure I have other favorite moments, but I've only seen it once, and I was just kind of like in the moment, just so happy and excited that I don't know that I was processing all of my, emotions or thoughts as it was going on. But, those four or five things that I just listed are the moments that really stood out to me just off of the first watch. I'm sure I'll see it again probably in the next couple days and have different thoughts. But for right now, I just loved it. I thought it was awesome. I was so excited to see to see them all together again, and honestly just surpassed my expectations. So it was a really, really wonderful moment, the whole thing. So, okay, so now I'm going to play a clip from my podcast and live show called Lockdown. We do a live show on Twitch every Friday morning. Sorry, I blinked there. Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. And I'll link that in the description. We also post the episodes on YouTube through a different channel. I will post that in the description as well. Feel free to go over there, give us a subscribe. We do the show on Friday mornings, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So this is kind of like a lightning round that we did on the show yesterday, basically from playing Friends Trivia and going back and forth, asking Friends Trivia with each other. And I gotta tell you, I was pretty excited for this thing to happen because I know my friends. And not that Will doesn't know his friends, but I don't think he knows his friends as well as me. Anyway, so we played this game and it didn't go so well for me. So anyway, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. You can watch it here. Enjoy this clip from Lockdown. Ready?
Yep.
And? What was the name of Monica's millionaire boyfriend?
I don't know the character's name. I just know it's Mr. Favreau.
Okay.
Wait, no. Pete!
Yeah. Who pees on Monica when she's stung by a jellyfish?
Chandler.
What's in Monica's secret closet?
The mess. Her mess. All of her clutter that she can't figure out what to do with.
What does Richard do for a living?
He's a eye doctor.
Boom. And last but not least, who was Monica Geller's first kiss?
Ross.
Yes! Oh my God, you got that one!
Oh my God, I got them all right.
I didn't expect you to get it. Oh my God! Wow! I'm gonna get one wrong now. I can feel it.
Oh
no! Oh no! That was amazing. I'm so impressed by that last question.
Me too, honestly.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so we're doing 5, right?
Friends master here. Yes,
we're doing 5. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Number 1. Ready? Here we go.
Yes, I'm ready.
What started the fire in the girls' apartment?
The dollhouse. The candle room in the dollhouse. Is that what you're talking about?
No. Rachel's hair straightener.
Oh, you're talking about Phoebe's apartment. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, Rachel's hair straightener. I got it.
You got one wrong.
I got one wrong. Fine, but I talked about another fire.
Which season was the only one without a Thanksgiving episode?
Oh,
I'm gonna win.
9.
Season 2.
Okay.
Friends was originally slated to be called what?
Oh, it was called, how many words is it? Can I ask that?
2.
2 words. It's called Best Friends? I don't remember.
Is that your final answer?
This is terrible. How the 60s are hard. I can't remember what it was called. I remember that I've read this, but I don't remember.
Okay. Insomnia Cafe.
That was what it was.
That's what it was originally going to be called.
That's not what I thought then.
So that's 3 wrong.
With my friend's mug, my Central Perk, my shirt.
Okay, here's a simpler
Stupid
one. Who was
question.
best friends with Rob? Who was best friends with Ross during college?
Chandler.
Great. Who got mugged when they were younger?
Ross.
There you go. So you got 2 out of 3.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
I hate you. I hate this game. I hate the show. I'm done. I quit.
I didn't even like pick these ahead of time. I just scrolled down to the number and I was like, here we go. Here's some stuff. You gave me this list.
I know. I didn't study it though. I thought I knew it.
What do I win? That last one I got was pretty impressive.
That was
Daniel.
impressive, dude. That's a late poll. That's a late season poll.
So I'm the ultimate friend.
Yep. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you have thoughts about the reunion, please put them down in the comments. I love talking Friends all the time, all day, every day. So let me know how you felt about the reunion, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful day in the universe. Eat a cookie.